My name is Lokesh Vyas. I've secured third rank in this IPR Olympiad. I'm currently in fifth year from Nirma University. I've taken IPR honors in fourth year, and I'm awaiting my results for the final year. I first learned about the subject when I was doing a research internship at Center for IPR, National Law School, Bengaluru. But I think my love for IP also comes from my deep penchant for the idea of knowledge production and information accessibility. Since the day I joined law school, I had a special liking for how these laws deal with information accessibility and how they cater to the need of freedom of expression and equality in the society. So I think my love for IP comes from background that I always had in my as a child. I've been reading IP since last 3 years very carefully, and my interest has grown from freedom of expression to individual autonomy to currently it is somewhere around inclusiveness and the public interest in IP. So I think, but the knowledge of IP can help me address or I think contribute to the discourse of access to knowledge and access to medicines. In my life, I want to work in academia after my college, and subsequently I want to contribute to the area of access to knowledge through my professional, academic and personal endeavors. So knowledge of IP can help me understand more perspectives instead of looking at a single perspective and considering it as a single truth. The knowledge of IP can help me realize or can help me build an economy or society where more people can participate and make their own culture instead of keeping it limited to certain big economic giants and companies. The primary reason to take this examination was to know that how much I know about the subject, because since I've been reading the subject since last 2 or 3 years, so this time I wanted to know why I want to take the examination and where I actually extend when I take this examination. And I got to know about the subject since I think in last year when I was searching about certain IP events in India, and IPTSE came across that time. One of my friends who also took examination last year, she also told me about the examination. And then one of my also closest friend who also secured a good rank in this examination, he also recommended me to take the examination. So this year I filled the form and took the examination. There are two best things of the examination. The first is the open window of around 10 to 15 days, which give me enough time to first prepare and then to decide, okay, when I want to exactly take the examination. The second best thing of this examination is that the questions asked in this examination were hybrid. They were both practical questions, such as the time limits of a particular examination, like FER reports and all. And second, they were also theoretical questions like what is originality and all. The one major problem that I found in this examination was there were some questions which were repetitive. My experience was good because overall there was no technical glitch during my examination, so the overall examination was good. But I think I have one thing to say about the examination. I think next year, I think the IPTSE should keep 1 or 2 subjective questions in the IPTSE examination, because I think in objective questions, I think it is relatively easy for a person to know the answers or to cheat or to know the answers, I think. I cracked the examination by looking at the process and not at the outcome. When I filled the form, I did not think about the outcome, okay, that one day I'll crack the examination and I will win the examination. I did not think about it. Rather, I focused on the process, that okay, how I build my knowledge and how it can help me the examination. I have been in touch with the subject since last 3 years. I have constantly participated in various competitions, internships and various events. And in all those competitions, whatever I've learned, I employed that knowledge in this examination. And in this process, today I secured the third rank. So I think it is rather the outcome of my constant engagement with the subject rather than a single or 10-day preparation of the examination. So anyone who wants to take the examination next year or after that, they should just engage with the subject constantly and know more about the subject in and out, from reading research papers or blogs, or also looking at the bare act and reading the bare acts very cautiously, reading between the lines. And in that way, I think you can crack any examination, be it IP Olympiad or be it in any other examination involving any other subject. I would recommend this exam not only to my friends but also to the people who I know and who claim to be interested in IPR. The primary reason for the same is to know that what they actually know and where they stand, because this exam involves both practical questions and theoretical questions. So I think by taking the exam, they can actually know that okay, where their practical knowledge stands and where their theoretical knowledge stands. So I think this exam can help them access their own skills of IP and the knowledge of IP.